Hello guys, well welcome back. My name is Willie and I am finishing up the solar rails on my 38-foot school bus conversion. Let's check it out. Woohoo! Look at that. Oh my gosh guys, it just turned out perfect. Absolutely flawless. Everything is literally millimeter perfect. The bus is sitting at 0.9 degrees. The rails are all sitting at 0.9 degrees. Everything is structurally sound and ready for the solar panels to go up tonight when the sun starts going down. I'm going to put 5 up on the left side first and figure out my spacing and then go from there. Anyway, figured I'd just show you that I cleaned the roof this morning and got it really nice. I am going to polish and wax it here a little later today as soon as I get a little bit of shade. And she is looking good. She is looking good. Anyway, we'll update this video here in a little bit. Giving her a little wash after doing the roof. Man, she looks good. She looks like a brand new school bus. Hey guys. Oh my goodness, this is a big deal. This is a super big deal. I mean, it's really beyond words for me. You know, you dream up, you know, that you're gonna build this school bus and you know you need a lot of solar. It's just really not practical otherwise, and you wonder if it's ever going to materialize, whether or not you'll put the funds together and whether or not you can build it. Well, I've built it. Let me turn you around. So this side is mounted and the black end caps are installed and they're wired in series. I got the best surprise. That wire there is loose because that's the end of the string. Each side is a series string for a total of like 171 volts at around 30 amps. And these SunGold N-type bifacial solar panels, or all the solar panels, used to only have a foot of lead. In fact, that's still on their website. And I was going to have to make an extension to mount them end to end long ways. And I unraveled it and found 3 feet. And it was the best gift. So you can see that one reaches that one. And then that one's connected on the other side. And then this one reaches this one. It is just the most incredible thing, guys. Incredible. The millimeter precision that the time invested in getting the rails right really paid off. And oh, by the way, the bus is 3 degrees cooler. The air conditioning can, on like 90, 100 degree days, can only bring it down down into the 78, which is super comfortable, but now it's able to bring it down into 74, 75, and the roof of the bus is pretty much cold. It is cold. It's incredible. I have heat shields now. This side, I ran out of hardware. Believe it or not, all the bolts, washers, rails, mounts, there's almost 800 pieces, and you wouldn't think that, so this side's not aligned, so it's just really rough, and they're basically where they need to be, but I need the mounts, and I'll show you. I guess I'll go up there really quick. So to align these, it's actually still not an easy task. So I'm using, oh, by the way, when you're doing solar panels, you need to have expansion joints between the solar panels, or they'll push against each other and crack themselves. You'll see on this side, maybe, I can't really see in the camera very well, but there's 8mm bolts in between the seams. The minimum is 6mm. I got lots of room, so I'm using 8mm bolts, and you can see a set of 8mm bolts all the way down. And now the trick will be to get them aligned with the same amount of spacing here as up there, and obviously in between, while maintaining that gap. And that takes a little time. Oh, the really cool news is the math just kept mathing, and I was very, very happy with that. That's plenty of room to walk. Barefoot is really easy. Sandals, I have size 12 feet, so sandals kind of rub a teeny bit, but I can easily walk up and down this, which was the goal, and I really wasn't sure how that was going to work out, guys. But it did work out. So on this end, there are 2 females, and then on that end, there are 2 males. Each female, each of these are going to go into a junction box, a fused junction box, a Daihuel, 20 ampere, and then from there 6-gauge wire is going all the way up front to enter into the bus on the side, and the front connectors will go into MC4s. They're going into an MC4Y and then being cut off and going into the Daihuel, and then to 6-gauge. So each of these strings will be circuit breakered and in a combiner box, and then they'll go into the bus into a big Daihuel. I don't know how to pronounce that. Daihuel breaker that I think is 60 amps, because you can get some spikes, and so it's a 1000 volt 60 amps, and it's got all the right data to be able to extinguish the spark, and that's really important. So I'll have 3 circuit breakers, 1 on each string and 1 in the bus, and if something was to happen, God forbid, I could turn off 1 string up there very easily. So that's a pretty cool deal. Pretty cool deal, guys. So there it is. It's surreal. I gotta be honest, it's pretty surreal. And the saw, you might have noticed the big ham radio antenna is gone in the center of the roof. Because of propagation, RFI, and a million other really technical issues, that isn't going to be able to exist up there. I did do a test broadcast on the 2-meter 440 with a single row, and I was getting out great. It was shocked the heck out of me. I mean, I'm able to get out 50, 60 miles with that one, and I talk all over the world, New Zealand, Germany, all over Europe with my HF radio. So it's been a real complex idea. I'm probably gonna have to get creative, but I am gonna put the ATOS 120A in this corner here on a mast, and use the diagonal of that small patch of roof to try to hit some of the bands. It's gonna still try to use the entire roof as a ground plane, but because the solar panels are over it, my propagation is totally messed up. But man, I really hope I can still talk all over the world on my ATOS 120A antenna. If I can't, I'm going to turn the bus into an antenna, and there'll be a loop all around the entire bus, around that gutter line there, and we'll turn the whole bus into an antenna if that's what it takes. But we might end up doing both. But it's pretty good looking, huh? It looks amazing. It just looks amazing, and man, there's a lot of room underneath there. I can clean the roof. I can do the wiring, and the bus is like so much cooler. Anyway, I've talked enough. I'm just really excited about it. I wanted to show off this, wanted to show off a little bit of the alignment procedure, and give you a sneak peek of how it's turning out. Well, 73s guys, I'll talk to you in the next video.